After you've become involved on a local level and a state level, it's highly recommended to explore being involved on a national level. The National Association of Realtors is the country's largest trade organization with an estimated 1.3 million members, 80,000 of which practice commercial real estate. When working with an association of the size and strength as the National Association of Realtors, you truly realize what effect the realtor family has on a nationwide basis as well as a worldwide basis. The National Association of Realtors, as the country's largest trade organization, holds a lot of weight on a global scale. I'm proudly the President's liaison to the Republic of Latvia for the National Association of Realtors. My role is to establish and maintain a relationship with the largest, most influential associations in the country of Latvia. It's quite interesting to note when doing international business that when you bring up an association with an organization such as the National Association of Realtors, how much weight that holds in a conversation, especially when it's discussed that there are 1.3 million members in the country and it is the strongest and largest association of its type. People truly understand the magnitude and the importance of being part of such a worldwide strong association.
The next level of participation is nationwide. The organization I found most helpful in doing this was to become active in the National Association of Realtors. First step in that was to attend their national convention in Washington, D.C., which I did when I was president of NICAR in 2014. There I began to see ideas and concepts, best practices that were occurring all over the United States and developing relationships all over the United States. From there, coming back locally, of course, being from Chicago, the National Association of Realtors headquarters is located in Chicago, so it was easy for me to make contact with staff members in that area. From the 2014 event that I attended, I got the idea there about global business. I listened to a presentation from a Florida group, and during that entire presentation, everything they were talking about was residential. There was a hint of some commercial going on, but nobody really spoke to that issue. Afterwards, I went up and talked to one of the speakers of the event, and they then pointed me to an organization or a designation in the National Association of Realtors called the Commercial Global Business Network. Upon returning back to Chicago, I investigated that through the National Association of Realtors and found out that there was only one other commercial global business network in the United States, and that was in Northern California. So I did some research with that, and along with talking with the NAR people in Chicago, I decided to apply and start our second global business network in Chicago for the United States. That has given me a platform to expand my global reach and understanding. By doing that, I chaired that organization for the first 2 years and developed many relationships that you will hear about from some of my other colleagues a little bit later.
When working on establishing your global business, it's important to keep looking on a broader scale. While it's important to participate in realtor associations on a local, state, and national level, it's also important to look outside of the realtor community for other opportunities. One opportunity I strongly recommend is working with international chambers of commerce. I'm the Vice President of National Relations for the Latvian American Chamber of Commerce and also a co-founder. In global cities such as Chicago, the Chamber of Commerce community is strong. Each month, there's a networking association meeting between different chambers of commerce where 10 to 12 different chambers get together, share best practices, network, and get to know each other's cultures and business climates. International chambers of commerce also work closely together with the American Chamber of Commerce. This past April, I was fortunate enough to be involved in the organization of the U.S. Baltic Business Summit. The U.S. Baltic Business Summit celebrated the 100th anniversary of the freedom and independence of Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. The United States Chamber of Commerce invited the heads of state to participate along with companies representing each of those 3 countries to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce in Washington, D.C. for an afternoon of great roundtable discussions, keynote addresses, and fantastic networking. During this event, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce reinforced what a great working relationship the Baltic countries have with the United States. Such rare opportunities as to be able to work on a global summit in Washington, D.C. have to start somewhere, and that is on a local level, being involved with your local chambers of commerce, and then with national chambers of commerce and international chambers of commerce.